Hey, let's purge some knives. What's up? Got seven new pieces. Yep. All right. Well, hey, let's just get cracking. Let's start down here. Got this Kizer original. And man, do I like this knife. But I was able to secure a couple of these. And boy, do I like them. This is in Frag titanium and S35BN steel. And this is the XL version. So it's bigger than the original, right? Like kind of play on silliness there. But it's got a wonderful thumb flick, wonderful Spidey flick. It I believe these are a Ray Laconico design, but I mean, I don't quote me on that, man. I could be wrong. But excellent ergonomics. This XL with the frag pattern, I mean, just the perfect pocket knife. The size of this thing is wonderful, and I just noticed how many fingerprints are on this thing. Man, let me clean that up. All intents and purposes, all these knives are going to be new knives. There's no used knives here, with the exception, if they don't purge out, I take them to eBay and I sell them as used because they're out of box. I've handled them, I've disassembled them, but they're not used in any way. This thing, they've never been sharpened, never been in a pocket, other than my shorts on the bench. You know what I'm saying? This one has the tiniest little bit of button stick, only off the thumb flick or the Spidey flick. There's just the tiniest little bit of button stick. Very slight. I just don't want somebody to buy it and then get surprised and go, oh, there's a little bit of stick there. Yeah, it's got a little bit. Just the tiniest little bit. It's got a great pocket clip. Runs really deep in the pocket. I mean, this is an excellent piece, man. I like it a lot. And the only reason I'm selling this one is because I got two. And so I got one, and now I've got one available for somebody else. Nice stonewashed S35BN. I mean, man, I can't say enough. I mean, even the frag on a pocket clip. This thing's awesome, man. And I do have the frag pattern Cormorant as well. And so quite the pair. I dig it. All right, what am I asking for this one? The Kizer original titanium frag S35BN. I've got $130 on it. Yep, ain't cheap, and there's not a lot of them out there right now. So anyways, that's what I'm looking for it. I had to get a drink of water. Next, got a Trivisa. This is a Trivisa LEO, a Leo. I don't know, does that stand for law enforcement officer? Not sure. I mean, it absolutely could stand for that, right? G10 scales that have been skeletonized. I mean, a fairly lightweight knife, but it does have steel liners. Let me make sure that's steel. Yeah, steel liners. Steel liners, but G10 overlays. It's a liner lock. Deep carry pocket clip that's recessed, but it's got crown screws on it. And really smooth, nice action. It's got a back flipper, thumb flick, Spidey flick. Yeah, the action runs great on it. Excellent ergonomics, great four-finger grip in here, stone-washed. I believe it's K110. Does it say on there? Yeah, K110 steel. Yeah, pretty cool. Nothing fancy, kind of a nice little budget knife. Definitely legit, could serve as like backup self-defense, maybe even primary. It's got a good, confident grip on it. Nice reverse grip. Yeah, I can cap it with the thumb here. I mean, it's a cool knife. And I'm asking a whopping $35 for it. Yep. It's got the box, all the stuff. All of these have the box and all the stuff that comes with them. Yep, including this next one. This is a Kizer claw. And what a unique piece this thing is. Look at this. So it just slips on that finger, and then it's got this nub that fits in your hand. Wonderful combat jimping up on the spine for the thumb. And so the karambit, the tearing action that's going on this, and in the end, it's a neck knife. So this thing is made to wear around your neck. It comes with the paracord, so you can hang it around your neck, and then if you need it, you can come out, boom, locked in. I don't remember, but yeah, you can reverse grip this too. I mean, oddly enough, that little nub fits in hand and affords a pretty solid grip. Like, I'm pretty confident with how that feels in hand. Interesting piece. Yeah. It's got this wonderful claw of a blade. Razor sharp, needle tip. Yeah. Nice little sheath that holds really well. I mean, this thing, it's in there. It's not coming out unless you want to pull it out. Mm-hmm. Paracord. Comes with a sticker, you know, all the stuff that goes with it. And then it is micarta, and then it's in 154 cm steel. And I believe the real name is, it's a variable claw. Dirk Pinkerton design. Yep. Pretty nice. Pretty cool, man. And of course, I'm a fan of Dirk. He does some pretty cool stuff. I mean, I think most of his stuff I like quite a bit. I have quite a bit of it. I have purpose bought Dirk Pinkerton stuff just because of his design work on it. The variable claw, the Kizer variable claw, I'm asking $55 for it. And it looks like they're trending around $59, so I'm asking 55. Almost 10% less is what I'm trying to do. And that's what I try to do with most of these. I try to find what they're currently selling for, knock them down about 10%, and try to move them on. I'm not trying to make money or get rich or start a knife selling company. It's 100% to just fund content to keep the channel moving. I get to touch knives, like this next one, this Sencut. I get to, bring it into the channel. I get to run the action. I get to do a review. I get to take it apart, disassemble it, kind of cover it. And of course, I enjoy doing that. And then in the process, I get to share it on the channel. Keep the channel moving. Yeah. So the variable claw, $55. Next, we've got this Sencut Excalis. Yep. Look at this. Beautiful satin finished 9CR 18 MOV blade. It's very subtle, but it's right down there. Yep. Liner lock, steel liners, G10 scale overlays, deep carry pocket clip, recessed screws, but the clip itself isn't recessed. But this thing runs wonderfully. It's got amazing tension on it. I mean, this is a in the pocket dream, and I can just get 4 fingers on this grip on this. These holes provide grip. Pardon me. And then there's jimping on the spine. This grip right here is really confident. It's nice. I'm super tucked in on this. If you've got an extra large hand, an extra large, could find yourself coming off the back end of this. But a standard large to an extra large hand should be able to pack in here like I am. A medium to a smaller hand would probably find this knife to be pretty dreamy. There's good jimping on the back of this, so it's really, and on the lock, the liner lock, so it's really locking my index finger in there. It's wonderful. And there is a choke up spot right there, so you can get up on that thing. But that 9CR blade, ooh, is that pretty. Look at that thing, man. And it's in white, so, I mean, you could dye it. Definitely could dye that up. Look at the drop action on this. Thumb flick, Spidey flick, back flip, and then just drop shut action. Wonderful. And I mean, it's a budget piece, but man, it's pretty nice. Sencut Excalis G10 9CR18 MOV, $35. Yep, and I'm seeing these about $40. So I mean, quite a bit more than 10% under that is kind of where I'm at on that one. Let's pop up here. We've got this beautiful SRM knife, which is San Remu. It's got stainless scales, and it's got a dimple pattern on this side. 12C27 satin steel. This is a SRM 9015. And sweet action, wonderful action on this. I think it's on washers. There's a video on the channel. Spidey flick, thumb flick, back flip. I mean, the action on this runs really well. Very hydraulic, very smooth. Wonderful blade. Look at the blade on this, man. Gorgeous. Razor sharp. And it's got this lock that it's got a nice detent on the lock. I know it's a silly thing, but a lot of times these locks are kind of janky. Like you go to push them and they stick and they're not, I mean, they just don't, like the whole knife can be quality, and then these little lock mechanisms became an afterthought and they're not done well. That's not this. This one's done really well. Very smooth. And it does lock you out. You can't unlock this knife now. So, I mean, in essence, it kind of turns it into a fixed blade. Very handy to do it as well. You can do it with your index finger. Yeah, I mean, it's a neat feature. I like it. It's got a lanyard hole, G10 backspacer. Pretty cool. Great action, though. SRM 9015. In 12C27 stainless steel liners, and it's not overly heavy. Reversible pocket clip for you lefties, deep carry, recessed clip, but it's got crown screws and it runs well. Nice tension on it. Like, this thing runs really well. Smooth on the backside of the clip, smooth on the scale. So, I mean, it's really smooth in and out of pocket. But for this SRM, I'm asking $40 for it. Very confident grip, comfortable in hand. Yep, reverse. Nice cap spot for the thumb. Not so much that way. Yeah, pretty cool piece. I like this one. And I bought a bunch of these SRMs to run through the channel at one point. And this is the last one I have. I have purged all the others, and they all went pretty quick. But I saved this one because I really like this dimple pattern. And so I was hoarding it. I did not want to let this one go, man. And I still don't. I kind of don't want to let it go. Anyways, SRM 9015. $40 for it. Next, got a CJRB Feldspar. Yep. This is the upgraded, it's a large Feldspar. It's got the shredded carbon fiber on the one side, and then a full titanium scale on the other side, titanium pocket clip that runs well into the pocket. And then it's got a M390 stonewashed blade. How cool is this thing? And very thin knife, slender, wonderfully comfortable in hand. I mean, this thing just molds into the hand in a very confident grip. Needle of a tip, like this knife ability to go forward and maintain a confident grip is wonderful. Definitely got a nice reverse grip. Finger guard blocks the fingers this way, and then a cap on the thumb. And you can Pakal grip this. So for a hard hammer down or a reverse fighting grip, this one will pull it off. Yep. This action on this, drop shut. It's wonderful. Excellent thumb flick, Spidey flick, really smooth action. Back flipper. No jimping, but it doesn't need it. Runs really well. I mean, this thing's solid as a Swiss watch. It's pretty nice. It's got this wonderful milling all over the titanium on this side. Yeah, this thing's slick. Asking 150 for it. I can't find them, so I think they're sold out. They're kind of gone, and the only one I saw of these was on eBay, and they were asking $198 for it. Yep. And I think originally these were $200. So somebody on eBay was asking quite a bit for it. So I knocked this one in the head pretty good. Got it down to 150 for it. Last but not least, I've got a Spyderco. This is a pair of 3 that's covered in fingerprints. Yep. Really nice, lightweight. It's got FRN scales, wire clip, and it's got the CTS BD1 end. This is like a budget line of the pair of 3 to get into the Spyderco para world. Look at this grip on these pair of 3s, man. Golly, they're just, I mean, like it's the quintessential grip right here. And the thumb jimping and placement of the thumb on that blade is so good. I mean, the ergonomics on these is stunning. Got some kind of smudge. I think I'm adding smudges with this towel. Yeah, I know I am. Must have some glue or something on it. Let's throw that down and get a clean one. There we go. Prolong the video. All right, there we go. Nice stone washed. CTS BD1N. It's got their compression lock on the back so you don't have to put your fingers in the blade. Really snappy. Of course, it runs on washers, but it's got a great Spidey flick, excellent thumb flick. And then, of course, if you time it right, like most Spydercos, if you time that right, you can get that right back to lock position. Wonderful. And so, I mean, this is a fairly reasonable entry-level Spyderco para knife to get in on a Spyderco para and see what they're all about, see what this lock mechanism's about, that kind of thing. It also does have like the most amazing choke up position in the world. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of being choked up, but man, if you like to choke up, look at this position right here. Look at this thing. I mean, wow. Nice, wonderful reverse grip, and you could Pakal grip this knife. You know, you can get a really nice firm planted grip here, cap it really well with the thumb, and go that route. Yeah, these things, I mean, pretty cool. Definitely an entry level version, and as such, it's going to be reflected in the price. I'm asking $100. Yep. Spyderco pair of 3. CTS BD1N, $100. All right. Well, that's it. Listen, if you're interested in any of these, what you have to do is you got to email me at the channel email address, and that's discerningman01@gmail.com. I won't respond to comments made on the page. These will run for a while on the page. After I let them run for a while, maybe by the time the next Purge drops, I shuffle all this over to eBay, add more money to it, and then kind of let, you know, that's a whole nother process to manage those knives over there on eBay. And they kind of get handled over there. So anyways, if you're a member, if you're a collector, you get 10% off any of these pricings. If you're a hoarder, you get 20% off. It wouldn't take but, you know, let me think. This particular knife right here at 20% off, if you bought this and you were a hoarder, it paid for your membership right there. One purchase at 20% off. So, you know, those memberships can be kind of valuable. A collector gets 10% off right out of the gate. So whatever those prices were, if you're a collector, make sure you take advantage of those discounts. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching, and watch for the next one and snatch these up. Let's get them out of here so we can move more inventory in. Appreciate y'all.